actual smokers, not cigarettes. We're not talking cigarettes. But hold on. So you guys can be, you can have Pisces in your chart. You can be dealing with the Pisces. Or Aquarius, or somebody who's a cusper. Aquarius, Pisces, cusp. Aquarius, Vedic, Pisces, Vedic. Or you're smoking with one, or this person smokes. I don't know. Or it could be a conversation. It's either a conversation you're having while somebody is like high, or vice versa, or both. And you want somebody to articulate, or maybe somebody's trying to understand you. They want you to articulate what the fuck it is you're talking about. Like, what do you mean? Or something like that. I don't know if that's about this for somebody. This could be somebody. This could be like while you're at home. This could be a family member, a mother. Maybe you're high and you're trying to talk to your mother, and she's like, "What?" Or she wants you to articulate, or vice versa. I don't know if you're a mother and your child is like, you're high and your child is trying to understand you. Now I don't know high or what. I feel like somebody's just smoking weed. Somebody's a weed head. Somebody's mother's a weed head, or somebody's child, however old they are, is a weed head. I mean, maybe somebody knows this, so they're just like, it doesn't really bother them. They just trying to understand someone. Like, what are you talking about? Please articulate. Like, I don't understand. Or somebody just can't understand where somebody's coming from. I don't know. This could be anything, any type of depth. To any type of depth. If you're trying to like explain something, moon signs, explain the moon, or explain astrology, you're trying to explain something. It doesn't necessarily have to be astrology, but it could just be how, like, you know, like how the universe works or something, or just you are really articulate when it comes to something, and maybe just know a lot. You're trying to explain something to someone, whatever the case may be. They can just be like, huh? Or they just want you to articulate more. Yeah, Cancer, you're here. So I don't know if like this is your family. They don't understand where you're coming from. You're trying to explain to your family about certain things or whatever. This could be also a community. Some of you guys, I don't know, maybe you do something on a platform. Maybe you're part of some community. You'll be dealing with a lot of water signs lately, or a water sign could be your best friend or just a friend, or a group of water signs. I don't know, big time on Scorpio. You can be talking to a Scorpio or whatever. It's like you're talking to it's like you're dealing with a Scorpio and a Pisces, or a bunch of customers of water signs. So this is either like Aquarius, Pisces, or Pisces, Aries. I feel like it's before, so it's either like Aquarius, Pisces, or a Libra, Scorpio cusp, or whatever that you're trying to like talk to, or you're welcoming someone in. But this could also be like turbulence. It's something to do with communication. Could be off, or people not understanding each other, not getting where each other are coming from. So it could be a lot of misunderstandings or something like that. But it's something to do with a friend circle, or this could be family though, within family, or within like family, friends, or just a community or a social circle or something like that. So it's a lot of turbulence going on. I don't know if it's like power struggles, or people trying to have the last word, or everybody's talking over each other. But it's like you all could have a bunch of high highs and low lows. Maybe you kind of when everything's good with family, everything's grand. Everybody's laughing, cutting up, like just kicking it. But whenever is not, motherfuckers is having misunderstandings. Everybody's like side eyeing and looking behind them and checking their back, checking their six, make sure people not coming after them and trying to stab them in, and all kind like. I don't know what that's about. So people like, I don't know. But this can also be people who don't like to share wealth or share knowledge or something. It's like they like gatekeeping, or somebody may feel like you're a gatekeeper. Maybe, I don't feel, somebody's not a gatekeeper. They're trying to actually put people on game, and motherfuckers, they want to understand, but they also don't want to like share their knowledge and shit like that with you. They're kind of like, nah, you don't need to know these things. Like, but you can tell me everything, Cancer. Tell me everything, or this is you. Tell me everything you know, but I'm not going to give you anything that I know. But I want to know everything that you know. This could also be so somebody could stay 10 steps or 10 to 20, however many steps ahead of another. So I'm seeing people parting ways. Somebody's like, is like, something that's crisscross, or something is being, somebody's parting ways, but it's going like this. Instead of a person on the right going right and a person on the left going left, it's like they're crossing and leaving different, whatever. Like just leaving something, but it's very like, it's very crisscross. I can't really explain it. So this could be networking, wired, like, yeah, lines of communication. So it's like, I tell you this, you tell me this, or I tell you this, or you tell me all of this, and I go over here and tell this person, but I give you nothing, so you have nothing to go and tell somebody else. I don't know. It's kind of like people want to know everything about you, or vice versa, but they don't, so that they can spread your information, spread your this, that, and the third, but they don't want you to know much about them, so you cannot do the same thing. This could be your lover. Don't have to be. You got Taurus here, you got Libra here, you have Scorpio here. It doesn't mean anything at all. It's kind of like somebody wants to know all of your tea, all of your problems, what's going on in your household, what type of pants you got on, what type of underwear you're wearing, what's in your wallet, but they don't want you to know what's all in theirs, what they got going on, who they fucking with, who they get their hair done by, who does their lashes. Okay. Or vice versa. Like I said, either you or them or both. Shit, maybe you just don't trust someone with the information that you have, or vice versa. Or both. It's like two people don't trust each other because they both know too fucking much. Either about each other or something. It's definitely siblings or friends or something. Oh, I ain't even get no damn. Let me get some more, see what else we got other than that. Yeah, I feel like when the two people leave and they cross paths, or something about crossing paths with someone. It doesn't have to be like intentional, and it doesn't have to be malicious or anything like that. You may not even know the person. It doesn't even have to be that deep, you know what I mean? It could just be where not getting information from one person, but somebody has your information or something like that. But it doesn't have to be like malicious or anything to where somebody is trying to use it to abuse, or whatever the case may be. Also, like something about oil and vinegar, or oil and water, or oil, vinegar, and water. Where shit just, different things don't work with other things, but one works with the other. It's like two components don't work, but didn't somebody have something like this where, yeah, I think I just got it yesterday for somebody. I don't know who it was, but maybe you have that in your chart and you're dealing with that sign, and you might want to watch that. You don't, my bad, Cancer, what's good? I ain't mean to like, just tell here, it was like a lot of stuff I was getting, so I had to get that out, but just tell here, with messages is either going to resonate or it's not. You don't have to be a Cancer sun sign. You can have it anywhere in your chart. This could be about anybody, anything. It doesn't matter. You, somebody else. If it resonates, it does. If it doesn't, it just doesn't. So that's all. I don't really have much else to say. Something about the birth of a child, or something about your birth. So this could be your birth story or somebody else's birth story. Maybe something is just like, maybe somebody wants to know, either somebody's talking about this or somebody wants to know somebody's like story, like how was you born, how, like, or you're trying to put people up on game when it comes to the beginning and the end, like the full, when you're born, when you're coming to this world, when you're coming into this world. So maybe you're just, it's something to do with science here, or big time when it comes to death and rebirth, or what you're supposed to be doing, or what you're meant to be doing on, you know, while you're here. I don't know. I feel like you're trying to put people up on game, or you're trying to get your family to understand something, or somebody in your family, or a lover, or both, or whatever. And it's just like, in order for them to understand, first of all, people cannot be high. But it could be when people are high and they're, people be high and be having conversations. High conversations doesn't mean other people don't understand each other, but it could be where one person is not high and other people are, and the person who's not high is not understanding everybody else, or not understanding someone, or one person's high and everybody else is not. And so they're trying to explain shit to people or talk about something, and people are like, what? So it's not one-sided, but it's like everybody will have to be probably sober or something like that. So for somebody, this is like a trip. For somebody, is like the trip that one person goes on, or whatever one person experiences or feels, somebody else does not. So if people are smoking, it's like one person, I mean, it could be just one strain, but one person have a different reaction than the other. For somebody, this is sex. Or somebody, this is like, if it's not the act of, this is like where somebody has sex just to have it and another person does for a whole other reason. Now, if this is where it's about like the act of it, it's like one person doesn't feel the same as another person, meaning like one person doesn't feel the same things as another person feels. But I can understand that, especially if it's the opposite sexes. Now, if it's the same sex people, thing, it's like either people feel the same thing or they don't. Now, when it comes to opposites, two different sexes coming together, it could be where one person is like, oh, you must have got off, or whatever the case may be. You felt whatever X, Y, Z because I felt something completely different. Now, I don't know if this is something good or bad, or I don't know if this is just an experience, like somebody is like the experience that somebody's having is a different experience that somebody else is having. I don't know if this is just sex, changes within life, changes whatever, or this could be where somebody is just not, they're not getting the same type of pleasure, and it could be any type of reason why. Maybe somebody's just not, I don't know, somebody's like, I don't know, maybe you just don't, maybe you're not sexually active, maybe you're sapiosexual. It could be anything where it's something where it's not normal for someone. Somebody may be like, this could just be the conversation, but somebody may be like the type that, they don't get turned on just the normal way of somebody just touching them, or somebody just like talking about it or whatever. Somebody is more maybe intellectual, where if it's an actual conversation, an intellectual conversation, that's stimulation for someone, where they actually feel the connection, and then it goes from there. Some other person is just all about talking nasty, talking whatever, just to get somebody in the mood, and that just doesn't get somebody going. And this could be old shit, this could be what's going on now, and this could be some future shit. I don't know, that's for somebody. Somebody can be worried about, like, is somebody attracted to me, or does somebody like me? Does somebody, do they not like me? It could be like an odd energy where somebody's just trying to figure out, okay, what's going on? Like, am I doing something wrong? So it could be an argument. Now, this could just be a heated discussion, like I said, about something. Now, if you are talking amongst friends, family, whatever, this could be anything from sex to, this could be just gender shit, not necessarily sex, like the act of, but gender things. That if it's amongst friends or a social circle where they're just talking about pleasure, how one gender may feel different than the other. It's just different things. So I feel like there's just a lot of different conversations that can be had within different groups. Maybe you can talk to somebody about something you can't talk to another about the same thing. Or somebody else, you know what I mean? Now, it's a secret here. Let's see what's going on. Come down. King of Swords reverse. I'm not really wanting to take this or accept this because it fell, but I will take it into account. So there's a air sign, possibly. There's somebody here that's possibly a little bit irrational. Say you're trying to have say somebody's trying to have a conversation here, and somebody kind of could get over emotional, maybe overwhelmed, could get heated because somebody is not seeing someone else's point of view. Don't know why. Maybe somebody is just It could be because somebody has a secret of their own, but we're not going to get to that just yet. But yeah, it's like somebody is being dishonest about a conversation, or being dishonest about, whatever this conversation is about. Somebody's being dishonest when it comes to it. So I don't know what it is in the conversation that's being brought up. I don't know if somebody is about somebody's sexuality. This could be about, who am I doing? Yeah, Cancer, my bad. Not that. This could be about something that's some inhumane thing. Maybe somebody is you can be dealing with a Gemini, actually, or having your chart or whatever, because they had some shit where somebody is like, I'm not gonna get into it, you may want to watch it yourself. I mean, you are a cusper, I don't know if you're or not, but this could be where somebody is trying to figure out, okay, is this person lie? And like, because usually when a conversation is being had, if somebody is blowing shit all out of proportion and is kind of like not really a red flag, but it's a question mark there, because maybe somebody don't want their cover being blown. I don't know why this is coming about, and this is just what it is for somebody. Don't know. This doesn't even have to be about you, but it could be where someone is being dishonest about, I don't know, sexuality, what they, what it is they invest their time, energy, effort into. This can also be about a controversial conversation when it comes to, I don't know, science, sex, gender, whatever the case may be. Somebody can also be transgender too, and maybe that's the discussion. I have no fucking clue. Maybe somebody likes transgenders. So what? That's not the issue. I'm not here to talk about, oh, that's bad. And no, that's not up for me. That's not for me to decide. I don't know your God. I'm just saying, this is literally something where somebody may be taking something out of context because they have something to hide themselves. So if somebody's talking, bringing something up, somebody's getting extra offensive or uncomfortable, or they're starting to their mouth is getting a little bit reckless, or they feel the need to have to speak out, even if it's irrational, even if it's kind of ruthless. It's like somebody saying something, it's a joke, maybe it's meant to be a joke, who knows, and then somebody, depending on the situation, if somebody lashes out and says some other shit where they're kind of hit below the belt, and somebody's like, okay, why did you feel the need to have to do that if something's not pertaining to you? If we're talking about men liking men or women liking women or whatever, why the fuck are you acting all out of character? What is your problem? It could be because they're hiding something themselves. For the most times it is, but that's not everybody's case. I'm not trying to be funny, but this could be where somebody is standing up for someone else. They're trying to hold somebody else's secret. Don't know. I'm just saying. So it could be a whole mystery why somebody's in the King of Swords reverse, and maybe somebody's like, you know what, I'm just going to drop the conversation. I'm just going to drop whatever this is, because apparently someone is definitely, they're not really themselves right now, or it's becoming like a burden, but emotionally on a person. Could be any aspect. But this could also be somebody who demands respect, demands something, and you gotta give respect to get it. And I don't know what somebody's problem is. I'm just gonna say that. Let's see what's going on with this King of Swords reverse. I'm gonna clear this and then get some more cards for this particular card. What's up with this 8th house? Five of fucking Swords. That makes a lot of sense, because I'm sitting here like, why would somebody be all of a sudden acting out of character, or they're irrational? It's like somebody is purposely trying to hide something, or this could be where somebody's sneak dissing, saying slick shit to get somebody to respond, saying something so that somebody can feel offended on purpose. This is a purposeful thing. It's like somebody's purposely trying to make somebody sad, get somebody in there, get somebody feeling some type of way. You know how say there's a group of people, everybody knows each other, maybe not, could be friends, whatever. Say you have a friend, and this friend's real life. You know what they really get down to, and you know what they're all about because they tell you everything, whatever the case may be. It doesn't even have to be that deep. And so this friend ends up, you have y'all, your the friend, and then some other people, having a conversation, and everybody expects that everybody at this table or talking about whatever this is are on the same page because everybody is, I don't know, heterosexual or bi or gay or whatever, and someone says something. It was supposed to be meant as a joke, or maybe not, whatever, and somebody takes offense to that. It's kind of like the person that takes offense, everybody's like, is your friend good? Like, what's going on? You know why somebody may be like hurt about something or whatever, but they don't know. And why would you tell somebody's story if they don't tell it themselves? So it could be a situation where you're like, well, yeah, they're good, but I'm not. But in your mind, you're like, well, I'm not gonna tell them what's really going on with this person because I know, but y'all don't know, and this person could really be feeling some type of way. But the problem is, this person is also maybe hot-headed, maybe got a bad temper, maybe their mouth is on motherfucking 100, or they can be possibly even hot-headed, and may say something or may push something, keep pushing something on purpose to kind of get something going. Now, this could also be where it's like instigators and shit. There's gonna be some instigating shit too. This could be something to do with work. This can be about somebody's like life or their job. I don't know. This is somebody's business as well. Somebody could be maybe their business is looking a little bit, different right now. Somebody's business could not be as lucrative as maybe it once were, and somebody could be really feeling vulnerable. Not really feeling vulnerable, but somebody can feel a certain type of way about that. So they could really get defensive when they hear about certain things, or when certain things are brought up, because it strikes something within them. But it doesn't stop there, because somebody possibly keeps questioning the other person who might have said the joke, said whatever, maybe questioning them like, so why do you feel that way? Why trying to get them to express why they would even say something in the first place, or why would they bring something up. And it doesn't have to be where somebody doesn't know everybody else. It could be where everybody knows everybody else, but it's somebody trying to figure out, okay, why are you so defensive? It could be because somebody has this could be where somebody's own father might have been somebody's father might have had a business or whatever, built it from the ground up for years, and then handed this business off to someone, and then this person couldn't handle the business, like the business failed or whatever the case may be. Or somebody's father has a business and their business not doing good, and they don't want people, this is examples, and they don't want people to know, but whatever's being discussed and talked about, somebody's taking offense to it because it reminds them of whatever the fuck this is. This could be you, this could be somebody else, doesn't matter, it's just the fact that it's here. Now, this could also be where somebody doesn't believe in your spiritual beliefs, especially if you're talking, like, everybody got their own, there's no playbook about how spirituality is supposed to work for everybody, for everybody in general. It's not even like that individually. Everybody got their own path, everybody got their own little thing. So for somebody to sit here and kind of have a problem with the fact that maybe you're living your on your journey, doing your thing, or whatever the case may be, differently, and that's not how that's not how they get down, that's not how their things are going, it still doesn't mean that y'all that y'all don't have the same mindset, or even, aspirations or goals to get somewhere, to do something, to fulfill something. So I'm trying to figure out, why is it that somebody feels as if because somebody is not where they're at, or they're not doing the same exact thing. So it's like a controversial conversation, but somebody keeps pushing it because it's like somebody they feel the need to bully, or they feel the need to create hostile situations because of, I don't know why. I have no clue why. What's up with this person, or why they feel the need to create hostile situations and keep like pushing that agenda. Why does it have to be divide and conquer and shit? Why like, for different situations, divide and conquer, cool. But why does it have to be divide and conquer and all this other crazy ass shit? The motherfuckers supposed to be coming together and creating something, and something being stronger, something being built off of a solid foundation, and you know, for things to be solid and stable, and you know, I don't understand that part, because it's like somebody wants to create controversy, they want something to be like that. I guess that's just, I mean, drama is not here, but that doesn't mean somebody doesn't like it. But it could be hidden, like it could be that somebody secretly likes drama. They secretly like crazy, chaotic situations because it makes them feel like they're alive, like they have something to live for. It is what it is. This could be in the spiritual community. This could be you kind of, or whatever the case may be, you kind of like knowing intuitively that it's spiritual warfare, psychological warfare, all this shit going on. And it kind of ties hand in hand because, you know, it's all in the mind. Spiritual shit, that too. It's all the stuff is mindfulness. So if you think about it, you know, that you can't really meditate without having mindfulness for the most part. So, or at least doing so. So it'd be the same thing, you know, when it comes to psychological warfare, people fucking with you, trying to get you to feel bad about yourself, trying to bully you, put you down until you give up, until you fail, until you crash and burn, until you out yourself, until you off yourself. That shit is it goes hand in hand, because as you're trying to grow, as you're trying to become something and do something that is you can't just put down on a piece of paper, not entirely the experience, you're going to have a lot of people attacking everything. I don't give a fuck if it's people who are religious, people who are also spiritual, people who are like got their own journey, people who are atheists, whatever, all that, all of the above. It doesn't matter. It goes hand in hand, so that's why a lot of people still, even if they're on a spiritual journey doing all this stuff, they still end up giving up. They may still end up, you know, offing themselves or starting to be, you know, get on drugs heavy and say fuck everything, because why bother? So it's something to do with, I know Taurus had something about psychological phenomenons as well, but that can be, I mean, you can have it in your chart. You don't have to. You can be dealing with one, don't have to. But that's something big. Like, I don't know, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing entirely, as far as somebody kind of like wanting to understand or wanting to go deeper into why somebody doesn't believe something that they believe or whatever. But I feel like it gets out of hand when somebody starts becoming offensive and then started lashing out or becoming irrational and saying slick shit, saying all kinds of things to like bully somebody into submission, you know what I mean? So I don't know what that's about. That's for somebody. Anyways, we got Leo here, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Cap. You're here. So the fact that you're here, and this is the major arcana along with the High Priestess and the Emperor, and those are all three major arcanas. You can definitely be dealing with the Pisces, talk to them, whatever. Got Aries, Taurus here, any customers, doesn't matter. But the fact of the matter is, this could be you that is feeling this type of way. You could be a man, you don't have to. You could be a single father, you don't have to. But you may have a problem with spirituality, or maybe even women. And I'm not trying to be funny. If you're a man, you may have a problem with women in like spiritual women, and maybe what they stand for. Certain ones, not everybody, because everybody's different. If you're a woman, you know, somebody can have a problem with you kind of being masculine. You can be gay, to be completely honest. Somebody here can be gay. And you may also be into spirituality, but you could be really like, you can be butch, you can be whatever. It's like, I'm not saying, I don't know if somebody absolutely have a problem with it. It's more so they don't understand it. And they may not understand why you want to be a certain way, and you're like, well, because I like being gay, I want to be that, or whatever the case may be. And somebody may be trying to figure out, why can't you be a, you know, this would be somebody's own parent. Why can't you just be a pretty princess like your sister, or be a whatever like your brother, or whatever? Like, I don't understand that shit, because that's kind of putting people against each other. Somebody just can't get over the fact that maybe you are who you are. You do things how you do things, or this is you that can't get over the fact that somebody is who they are. And changing them is, I mean, stop trying to change people, or stop trying to change someone. I feel like somebody will be successful nonetheless. some of you guys, if you got a spiritual practice, spiritual business, I don't know if you're a man or not, people may have a problem with that. They may feel like they may not like your attitude. And I'm not trying to be funny. Even if you're a female, you can be gay, whatever. It's like somebody doesn't like somebody's attitude. Everybody got a problem with it, or this could be you retaliating because people are always having something to say about you and pushing your buttons and constantly trying to like antagonize and bully you and intimidate you and push you in front. So that could be you just retaliating. It does not have to be bad, but this could be, like I said, past shit, or this is where you're kind of like getting over it. So could be something like that. It doesn't have to be that deep. For somebody, it definitely is. I feel like you have empathy, you have sympathy, or somebody does. It's like you may have this for others, but people may not have it for you. It's like you feel for others, or whatever the case may be, whatever they're going through, whatever. Somebody may not feel the same for you because you just happen to be gay, you just happen to be black, you just happen to be. It's like it's hard for somebody to do the same thing for whatever reason, and that's fine, I guess. I mean, we're not all here to be loved by everybody and liked by everybody. But this could just be all the hidden things. This could be the problems, all the hidden things of the reason why X, Y, and Z with whoever. It could be a group of people, it could be your friends, so-called friends, this could be family, or whatever, or vice versa. This could also be where it's like, this is your problem with somebody. Why can't they be this? Why can't they be that? I don't know why. This can also be an Aquarius that has an issue with you. Cancer. Oh shit, I mean to put the card back in. Wait a second, I'll take it out. Let's get another card. And it could be anything. It does not have to be about sexuality and like, this is just examples because I really don't know what the whole situation actually is, the whole reason behind something to even pop off in the first place. This could be just conversations about anything, controversial shit about anything. Anything like that. But for some of you guys, it's about you, who you are as a person, you yourself, or vice versa. In this case, it could be about what you feel about somebody else, or this can also be what where you lashing out, you having a certain type of like mentality, or not even mentality, you having a certain type of trying to have an understanding of something may have you kind of looking at yourself like, okay, maybe the problem is me, maybe I need to change how I see something, maybe I need to stop getting offended, maybe I need to stop feeling something or thinking something, or having an issue with something when it doesn't pertain to me entirely, especially if you know deep down it does not, because I know how that is too. People can easily take offense to something that's not even meant for them, and they know deep down it's not, but they also want to argue it because they're tired of always being told or always hearing about their failures, or it's like somebody constantly bringing up, your failures, the fact that you're this or that, and say you're minding your business, say you're not even like, you literally don't have, like, you actually have empathy, sympathy for people who will go through certain shit, you understand these things, but maybe you don't understand why other people cannot have this, they don't see that when it comes to other people. They always have to antagonize and bully and intimidate others. So you're trying to figure out, like, what the fuck? I'm minding my business, I'm doing my thing. I'm not causing malice. I don't wish ill on no one. I may be broke. Yeah, I may be homeless. Yeah, I may be jobless. Yeah, I may be, on drugs. Yeah, I may be a drunk. I may be this, yeah, maybe I was molested, all this other stuff. But so, like, why is that such a concern for somebody? Why is that like somebody else's business to spread? And why is it people just losing their fucking tops and having an issue with me living my life or going through my own challenges, shit like that? And this could be, some of you guys, this is your own family, mother, whatever, or vice versa, this is you. They don't understand you, but you understand them. Or they understand you, but you don't understand them. It's something like that, man. Thoughts and emotions. Cool. Up your alley. This is you all day. You're coming out in your own shit, which is good. Mercury is here. You can definitely have Cancer. You can have Mercury and Cancer. You can have Mercury moon. You can have Cancer moon. You can have Gemini, Virgo moon. You can be a Gemini, Virgo sun. Not as cuspid, like that would be Jimmy Cancer or whatever. But you can have a Gemini, you can have a Gemini moon, sun, rising, Venus. You can have a Virgo moon, sun, rising, Venus. You can have a Cancer moon, sun, rising. It doesn't matter. Or this is somebody else. You can be dealing with somebody who has these placements, and maybe y'all don't understand. Y'all don't. It's like somebody says something to you, and it's like they constantly want to push your buttons because you're not where they're at. You're not doing what they're doing. Why can't you get it right, Cancer? Why can't you be like, or this is you doing this to someone? Trying to figure out why can't they get it right? Why can't you just do what the master tell you to? 9 to 5, work, eat, sleep, repeat. Same old drag shit. That's not for everybody, but it's because everybody's different. I mean, not everybody's supposed to be doing certain shit just because somebody else did it, or that got them through, or that got them money, or that got them this, or that got them that. That doesn't mean that you're supposed to be doing the same thing. Or that doesn't mean they're supposed to be doing the same thing. This can also be where your parents is doing this to you and your own siblings. Why can't y'all get it together? Why can't whatever? And meanwhile, you're just like, well, it's not 1960 whatever the fuck anymore. First and foremost, let me not be rude. But for real though, that should be happening when old heads don't. I understand. Like, the crazy thing is though, I understand where they coming from because shit's not how it used to be. But they don't understand where we coming from because they're just like, they never thought the shit would change, I guess. I don't know. Like, they're not used to the change, or they don't want to change, or whatever. So it's like, maybe you're trying to understand older people, or older people are trying to understand you. Or maybe you're older and you're young at heart, and you're trying to figure out, like, why are you not married and at home, settling down and retiring with a man? Why can't you be like, why are you out enjoying your life and maybe partying, maybe going on vacations, doing this, doing that? Even if you're 50-something, 60-something, whatever. Because what the fuck? Why would I want, like, some people want to do those things. You can be 68 and want to stay at home and knit and shit. Or you can be 68 and want to go out and explore and fucking travel the world and see Switzerland and see fucking Norway. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to figure out who said that. My bad, that's loud stuff. Who said that at 68 you're supposed to be like getting ready to die or something? I don't know what's going on. Or getting ready to croak. It's like, oh no, you're 68. That's mean bones are breaking, osteoporosis and paralysis and whatever the fuck. You might as well go ahead and sit down and just lay down and just get ready to die. It's like, wait, what? Like, hold up, no. That's or somebody feeling like, oh, you're young. You're young, Cancer. Why do you want to do these things? Why don't you want to be married? And why don't you want to do this and that and the third? And you're like, because why the fuck do I want to do those things? It's like, you may be trying to explain to your family, friends, whomever. Or this is like just some table talk shit. I don't know. Or social, whatever, podcast. Who knows? And it's like, everybody got their reasons to why they don't want to do shit. Maybe you're tired of explaining. Is that a drive to this shit? As long as hell. Maybe you're trying to explain certain things to people. And it's like apples and oranges and fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's just like, yeah, the taste you can see, but these motherfuckers cannot see shit. They don't see what they don't see. They don't have the vision. It's alright. The vision is not there. That's fine. This can also be this could be really small to where somebody's like, why don't you just get glasses? Why don't you just, I don't know, get this, get that, because you don't want to? Or why strain your eyes? Why don't you just wear glasses? Get your eyes checked. Or why can't you just go to the doctor and get this? Do you not know how much it costs to go to certain specialists? You try going to a motherfucking dentist and paying out of pocket. Let me see how far you fucking go. Especially if that shit is like, you got shit to work on. My friend's like, you just go to a orthodontist. Do you know how much motherfucking orthodontist cost without? Even with insurance, that shit can be expensive. So just imagine. So I don't know if somebody is like, oh, well, you have it, or oh, I don't know, oh, Medicaid. Well, it's a little bit different, oh, Medicare, that's different too. You can't, just because you don't have shit, does not mean you can just up and get Medicare and Medicaid and shit. Just because you're older does not mean, okay, I can get that. That doesn't mean you're going to get it, and it doesn't mean it's going to help. I don't know, somebody could be living the easy life, or they just did everything by the book, by masters, telling them what to do, and that's just how it goes for them. So everything is copacetic, everything is good. They can go and get this done and that done and only pay whatever. Maybe they're married and they have everything. They don't have to worry about how much shit costs and stuff. It's just different. I don't think it matters to somebody here. They're just like, somebody's really realistic. But you got another person who's just like, well, I mean, you can, money's made from trees. So just go and shake a tree, Cancer, and get you a stack of 30,000 right there, and just go. It's kind of like people on YouTube saying, oh, put the car in your business name. All you gotta do is this, that, and the third, and that's it. It's like, shit. If it was that easy, everybody would be out here motherfucking Bill Gating, and that's not how it goes. So I don't know how deep this is though. For somebody, it's like, is there some shit really up for discussion? Because maybe you're really maybe you're the one that's like, wait, huh? Maybe somebody gets high and they have these grandiose things, like all you gotta do is like, well, maybe it worked for you, maybe it's easy for other people, it's easier for that person, but it may not be the same for this next person. It just really depends. I also had to make sure I was realistic with shit, because it was times where I'm just like, okay, just do that. Just because I'm able to do certain things, this doesn't mean somebody else is able to just up and do something. I don't have children, I don't have, nobody, nothing, stuff like that tying me down, so maybe I'm able to travel and do this and do that, and go work in this state or go live there. Some people have mortgages, they got kids and ties to places, so I understand. I had to realize that at certain times too, like not everybody can just up and do shit just cause. Now, people are afraid to take risk, and they can just kind of do whatever. You can do what you want, but a lot of people limit themselves to believing, oh, I'm not able to do that because of whatever. You really can. If you really wanted to fucking like say, fuck this house, fuck this mortgage, pay, put your house up for sale, especially if it's already paid for. No excuse there. Or you want to sell something and whatever, and maybe you just want to up and just start a business. Maybe you want to up and quit a job and just go and travel. You can make it happen. I'm not saying it may not be like tomorrow. Some people maybe, but you can actually do those things. You can. But I had to be realistic, because some people they feel as if that shit's not, there's no way in the world they can do those things. But it is. You'll be surprised the things that you're capable of doing, especially when you're tired and you're ready to just be like, you know what, fuck all this. But anyways, femininity is here. You're here. So yin energy. So what's your mood right now? Your mood is like, you're real logical. Your mood is kind of like, fuck the world. I don't know why, but it doesn't have to be like that deep. Some of you guys' mood is kind of like, you ready to tell the truth and nothing but the tooth. Okay, something about teeth, tooth. It could be about teeth too. You ready to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, or you will. It's like you're ready to be really real with somebody, even if that shit starts an argument. Now, I really hope you're not the one that's in this Five of Swords, and I really hope it's not manipulation. But this could be where you're kind of like, what's up, and you tell it like it is. Not in the Knight of Swords way, but more of a Five of Swords way, which may be even more brutal, because to people it can come off to you being a bully. Maybe this is just how people see you, but it may not even be that deep. It could just be because you're tired of rationalizing with people, or you're tired of adapting to everybody else, but they can't adapt to who you are. Like your intellect, how you feel about shit. They're like, oh, we can't, like, what? Cancer? No, like, we can't fucking adapt to that shit. You're being over emotional, and you're being too this, that, and the third, but you adapting to everybody else's fucking moody ass shits that they be having. You feel all of that. You adjust to it because you understand. Or this is vice versa, where you can't adjust to people's whatever, but the opposite goes. So there's that. So you could be talking to a Virgo, you telling them the truth, or maybe they telling you the truth, but it's like harsh as fuck. It's not like a Knight of Swords can be harsh too, but it's more so that just telling the truth. Like, it's not because you're not being, you're thoughtful. You care. to a certain degree. But when the Five of Swords come into play, this could be like, okay, all cares is going out the window, all in your face with all this shit, facts all here too. What you trying to do? What you trying to say? Like, what's up? So maybe you are showing somebody all the facts about something. I don't know. But this is a controversial conversation that you're having, and people could be getting in their feelings. This could be you. Doesn't matter. But it's a lot of communication here, a lot of back and forth. And it's like you remember what somebody said before. It's something to do with somebody said something, you remember that shit. Or somebody's going to say something, you're going to be like, that shit going to stick like damn. And I don't know if that means they're going to say something to you, and it's just like, all right, I see how you feel. Or this is like somebody said something and it's just like, ah, damn. Maybe they had to beat it into my head for me to understand, for me to get it. Sometimes you do have to. Some people hard-headed as fuck, some people big-headed like me. Doesn't mean that I'm like, you know, it took me a lot of times to, because I am hard-headed at times. I gotta experience it myself, and that's the reason why my ass be in getting into situations, because it's like I have to feel it, I have to experience it myself. I don't want to go by off of other people's experiences, but I do know people try to help, and like, you know, so you won't make the same mistakes. I understand that, but some people want you to do exactly what they've done to completely avoid that, but it depends on the situation. It depends. It's like somebody like, oh no, don't leave your job and go to Alaska and do that. I've done that before. Or no, it's crazy because sometimes I don't even do that. It's like, man, I left my job and went and moved to across town. That's the worst decision ever. And you're like, well, I'm trying to leave a job that I've been at for 30 fucking years to go to Alaska and live there. It's completely different. So I'm not gonna like not do it just because you're saying you moving across town, you know, after leaving your job that you was only at for like 6 months. Is not saying it doesn't correlate, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, no, I'm not going to do that, and just be like, you know what, I'm going to stay here for another 30 years instead because this person said it's not going to work. Fuck that. I don't know. Somebody, doesn't matter. I feel like go do you. The fool is here. Somebody could definitely have a problem with you doing shit your own way, going your own way, being a Cancer, and doing things your way. Or this is you having a problem with someone else and how they want to do something. I don't know if you're a parent or not, but you could be in your feelings about somebody wanting to go and do their own thing by themselves. And maybe it's really emotional. Maybe not, you might not even be a parent, but maybe it is real emotional either way. I don't know if somebody wishes they can do the same thing. I'm trying to figure out why somebody cannot. Somebody may have kids, like young kids, and there's that. Somebody may want somebody to wait on them. And shit's been getting real lonely waiting. Somebody could be disappointed in someone because they waited for something to actually happen. And it's like time comes and somebody's like, I can't do it. 3 years of us planning on whatever the fuck, and now all of a sudden you can't do it. You could have told me this shit 2 years ago. You could have told me this shit 2.5 years ago. I probably would have already made up my mind and not put in any extra effort, time, energy, whatever to whatever this is. That's just examples. So for some of you guys, this is education. This could be somebody. I don't know if somebody is going back to school for something. For some of you guys, this is like you've done research. You want to travel. You want to go somewhere else. You want to be somewhere else. Somebody may be like, oh, you don't have no money. So there's plenty of people who have a car and a fucking dream. Take your ass somewhere else if you want to. You never know. My ass moved to fucking Minnesota, which is thousands of miles from where I was originally at, and got a job on my birthday, and I motherfucking stayed, built up, got me a goddamn apartment, a car, all that shit. So nobody can tell me that I am not able to do something. You can definitely do something. Where is a will, there's a way. They always say bars, but for real though, you can do those things. You can, somebody else can, whatever the case may be. It's all about how you perceive things, how you perceive yourself. It's possible for somebody. I don't know. I'm not saying do it. I'm not saying, oh, just because I'm saying like, yeah, I've done this, do it. This is all up to whomever the fuck. Do it if you want to. I'm just saying things are possible. You can make shit happen if you really want to. Sometimes it may be a little bit different because that was years ago. And back then it was a little bit different because it wasn't as chaotic as now, where everybody is like, well, shit is just different. And mind you, that wasn't that long ago. It's like 5 years ago or so, that shit. You know, I did that or something like that. 5, 6, it was like 6, 7 years ago or something like that. it was the best decision I made at the time, and I really loved it until I got homesick and some other shit was going on. So it doesn't even matter. And plus, if you're not used to certain weather and shit like that, so yeah, research is here. So somebody may have to do research. But yeah, somebody may want to leave home. They may be talking to somebody about leaving home. This can be home, hometown, or both. And somebody's like, what? Like, so this can definitely be a conversation. Somebody could definitely be trying to bully somebody into staying, or intimidate someone with the responsibilities of moving to another place or doing whatever. Man, it's gonna be hard. You know, you don't have no money saved up. You this, you that. You don't have nothing like actually like going on in another. Like, you don't have a job already. It's like somebody could really be planting shit in your head. Like, how are you gonna be able to do this shit? And if you have a vision, if you know yourself, don't let nobody motherfucking tell you what you cannot do, or try to little doubts of whatever the fuck in your head about how impossible something could be. Yeah, it is a possibility of all this shit, but don't have somebody manipulate you into staying in something miserable, or staying in some energy or some environments you don't want to be in, for the sake of them being able to keep continuously picking on you and showing like how good I'm doing, how much I'm doing better than you, Cancer. You can never do better than me. But I bet you if you fucking leave an area, leave a place, leave somewhere, thrive, motherfuckers probably be looking at you like. Sometimes you gotta get actually away from certain people to actually thrive. So there's that. Some of you guys may want to go and go study abroad. Maybe you want to go and get your education in another state, another country, another city, whatever. Do that if you really been thinking about it. If it's something that you've been studying, researching, all that. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. I've tried certain different things. Might have failed, might have succeeded. Sometimes you gotta just take a chance with yourself. So it could be a comfort zone thing. If I'm not mistaken, I got this from somebody else. Capricorn. I'm about to say Cancer. So you can have Capricorn, you try maybe dealing with one, but it could be a Capricorn. That could be having this conversation with you, or this could be they either on your side or they're not. I mean, it could be also where somebody's on your side, but at the same time they do have their doubts or their worries or whatever. Or this can be where you're telling the Capricorn to get the fuck about their comfort zone, or for real, or something like that. Make a move, make something shake, do something. Even me, like I have things I've been needing to do, because I've noticed that stagnant shit is not for everybody. Some people are cool with the stagnant shit. They can be in some stagnant shit for 80 years. Best times of their life, I guess. Me, no. After a while, if I start seeing that somebody is like, I'm not gonna say holding me back, but slowing me down or making me feel like I need to wait in order to actually get something that I'm worthy of in some sort of way, then that tells me that you don't really value me that much. Whatever this is gonna be, work, anything. Work can be waiting to give you a promotion for fucking ever. It's because they don't see you as worthy of giving one to. So let me motherfucking make some changes. Let me leave. And maybe I find some shit over here that will value me and know my worth and fucking give me the best of everything possible, because they see that I'm actually valuable. Shit like that. It's gonna be anything. Love, what doesn't matter. Even family. Motherfuckers will be taking motherfuckers for granted, for sure. It doesn't have to be to the point to where they're like doing it in a sneaky way, like, yeah, you know, hee hee ha ha, I'm taking this person for granted, I'm taking it from everything they have, and, you know, rug gets pulled from under them. This is more so of like, damn, like I could have done better at the time where I was able to do this, that, and the third. Shit like that. But whatever. It's been real though. Cancer. I don't know who. I feel like there's a lot here. I didn't even really have to say much, because I feel like a lot of this is all about how you feel about something. It could be a conversation, could be your thoughts about someone else, or this is your own thoughts about what it is that you want to do, where you want to be, where you want to go, and maybe other people kind of trying to like intimidate you with the ifs and the ands and the what if and the buts and the doubts, and it's just like everything's a fucking risk. And you can walk down the street and it'd be a problem, you know, like, so take a motherfucking chance. Somebody's like, oh, don't go out and exercise if you have a heart attack. I mean, I guess then I'd just be going out knowing that I was trying to do something healthy, something right. It's shit like that, so I don't know. It's been real though. I gotta get off of here. Who's next? Let's see. I took 4 signs out, so it's 4 signs that I'm not doing right now. I don't have the energy to be doing the signs if nothing is coming of it right now. I might take another one out, I don't know. But Taurus is next, so we're gonna see how these go, and I'm gonna go from off of what the signs I've done or will be doing and see what happens. I got some other cards to use for the next set of readings that I do, so hopefully it's good. But if you got Taurus placements, anybody you're dealing with that may have it in a chart, X, Y, and Z, whatever, come kick it. It's been a pleasure. I'm out.